Hey friends, good evening everybody. We have some friends coming in the studio, so yay. Good evening everyone. Jody Brechbill, Stampin' Queen here. I am not normally an evening demonstrator. I normally am through the day, but once a month I come on in the evening to have Just Cards class with you again. So hello everyone. Oh my goodness, there's my friends. I didn't see some of you, but I saw your comments this morning. So it's a double dose of Jody today. All right, guys, come on into the studio. Give me some love. Let me know that you're here. I'm glad. Okay, it's working. So yay for that. So you guys are hanging out with me on my business Facebook page, Jody Brechbill, Stampin' Queen. I normally go live at 10 a.m. in the morning, Eastern time. I'm a daytime stamper. Usually in the evening is kind of family time and chill time. But once a month, I hold a Just Cards class in person, and then I come on the next evening and share what we made with you guys so that you get a little bit more stamping. You like a double dose of Jody. All right, I'm glad to hear it, Thelma, because here I am again. So what we're doing is called Just Cards this evening. And this is an in-person class I hold in my studio on the first Tuesday of every month. So I had a bunch of ladies come and join me yesterday morning and yesterday evening. And this is my easy peasy mac and cheesy class. So if you need some really easy, quick and simple cards, this one is for you. If you're a brand new stamper, this is for you because everybody needs to have those quick, easy cards to go to that you could create multiples of. So that's how Just Cards came to be. And with COVID, of course, we were locked down, so I started doing it virtually. Then we got back in person, and I loved having my gals back in the studio, but then I was missing you guys, and I didn't get to share what we made. So I'm glad you guys are here. And just a quick reminder, I know lots of you guys know we are entering the last couple weeks of our second celebration of the year, right? So we talked some this morning about what we got going on. So right now we've got our holiday mini is up and running. So it did start a month later. We did delay it a month just because of the crazy shipping issues we were having, which meant that celebration came a month later. So it was August and September. And we will get ready and have another one in January and February of 2022. So you guys get 2 celebrations a year. Because we're winding down, I wanted to make sure that I showcase some of the stamp sets that I haven't really given a lot of love to, but I earned them for free. So what we're going to work with tonight is we are going to play with the beautifully penned, that gorgeous black and white paper that matches our hand-penned suite in the big catalog. We're going to play with Feels Like Home. This was the first ink on this one. So have you guys been getting some celebration items for free? And if you're getting them, which ones are you getting? Which ones have you been, did you earn for free, and what have you been playing with? This one I have not really done much with, and so we're going to play with that tonight. Then I love this one. Love that playful prints paper. I have had a chance to play with the sheep, but here's this one right here. Textures and frames. This was one I really wasn't quite sure what to do with. And do I have mine? Yeah. So yesterday I got it out and I played with it and created a card with it. Then I saw this one that my friend Lena Giersa, she's a Canadian demonstrator, she posted it, and I was like, oh, love, have to have. So I made this one, and I thought, how cute is that? So this is perfect for all the coffee lovers or tea lovers out there. So that's a case from my friend Lena, but it's using this textures and frames. So we're going to play with that one tonight. And then my favorite one, we're playing with the dahlias. So the dahlias was one that I thought, I don't need another flower set. How many of you guys say that? I don't need another flower set, but this is stunningly gorgeous. So we're going to play with that one as well. Alrighty, so let's go ahead. I do want to point out real quick, since I have you guys here, this is the host exclusive stamp set. So if you have an order or a party of $300, you're going to get this set for absolutely free. That's the only way to get this set right now during Saleabration. So I just want to make sure you guys are aware, because if you're like me, your order can hit 300 like that. And the other thing I wanted to make sure you guys were aware of is the Christmas Whimsy card kit became available today. So a lot of you guys were waiting on this one, and this is an all-inclusive Christmas card kit that makes, I think, 8 cards using those cute little elves. Aren't they adorable? So it's all-inclusive, which means you get your block, your ink spot, your stamp set, and then of course all the goodies that you need to create the cards as well. So it is available, and all you need to do is hop on over to my online store. So if you run on over to jodybrechbill.stampinup.net, you can shop, and you'll want to use this host code at checkout. This is September's host code. Now, if your order is over $150, you want to make sure you do not use that code, because that means you are getting host benefits. You're going to get more for free. Now, if you don't like to online shop, no worries at all. You can message me right here, and I will take care of everything for you. So if you guys should have any questions or anything, just let me know. Some of you guys are new here. I haven't seen you this morning, so real quick, a reminder. Halloween week is coming up next week on this page right here. I'm live every single day sharing the joys of Halloween. So September 13th to the 17th, 10 a.m. every day on Facebook. And if you can't catch live, don't worry, you can catch the recording. The recording stays on, and I also email it out. So if you are not on my email list, you can check under the description. Once this video is over, I will post a link to get you hooked up to my email list so that you never miss out on a thing. All right, kids, I know you are here to see some stamping, so let's get started. All right, so now with my Just Cards class, we create 2 of every card. So I'm only going to create 1, but I just want to make sure you'll see that I have extra parts here, and that's because I do 2 of each card. So we have got our Coastal Cabana, that's our base. Then we have Marvelous Magenta and Basic White. And I'm thinking that I want some scrap paper. Do I have any handy? I might. All right, there we go. So we're going to go ahead and fold our card base in half. And there we go. This is going to be quick and simple. Don't move away too fast, because you're going to be stunned at how quick this card is. So as I told you, I wanted to use the textures and frames because I hadn't played with that one yet. And I also, this is a favorite of mine, The Biggest Wish. So we're going to use that one, and there is that textures and frames. So we're going to play with both of those. And the colors I chose today are Fresh Freesia, Magenta Madness, Coastal Cabana, and Mango Melody. So those are the 4 colors. Nice and bright. Even though we're heading into fall, it's tough to say goodbye to summer, and so we do have to say goodbye, and so I'm using those nice bright colors, kind of in-your-face colors. So let's start light to dark. I'm going to start with my Freesia, and I'm going to use that solid stamp. I'm trying to decide if I need to get I have some shadow here. Is it looking okay for you guys, or is it too shadowy? I can grab a light. I'm not used to stamping in the evenings, and it's getting darker earlier. So let me know if you're okay. That's good. All right, thumbs up. I love it. All right, so we have got that solid image stamp, and I'm just going to stamp right there with the Freesia. Then I'm going to go with that outline stamp and stamp right beside it. So it's the same color, not stamped off. And we do have to have a cleaner near us because we have to keep changing ink colors. Now I'm going to do magenta. My dog is in here with me. I don't know if you guys can hear him, but if it sounds like a bear grumbling, it's my dog. He's taking a nap right here beside me, and he's very disgruntled because it's corn chopping time, and there's a lot of hustle bustle out on the driveway, and he can't be out there, and he's not happy. He's been confined to my office all morning, well, all day actually. All right, next I have Mango Melody. And I'm just making little rings right around there in the same exact color. And finally, we're going to do our Coastal Cabana. There we go. Super, super simple. I love creating simple cards. And we're going to make this one a hello card, so that way it is ready for whatever your need might be. So do I have, yes, I have my black ink, and I've got my friend here from Biggest Wish. I saw somebody said they love this stamp set. So do I. I like to watch the ink go on so I can make sure, because it's such a thick, solid stamp. And I want to make sure, first of all, you're stamping the right way. I'm going to go over a little bit to make sure I have it good and inked up. So there's our friend. And next up, hello. There we go. That is how simple that one is. We're just going to put it together, and easy peasy, mac and cheesy. I love how simple these are. So we've got a very, no, that needs trimmed down a little bit. I did not cut that one very well. It's okay. Let's see if we can give it a little trim here. It does have some adhesive on it, so hopefully I don't screw it up too bad. There we go. Let's see how that looks. Much, much better. There we go. So that's a very thin mat right there. Now I'm going to do some dimensionals on it. So I'm just using the edges here of all these pop dots that I have. Well, let's put one in the middle. That way we don't get it sagging at all. So you could add some bling to this one if you wanted to, but totally your call. You could add ribbon, you could doctor it up a little bit, but sometimes I want simple that I could sit down and make like 50 of these. And this you absolutely could. There you go. Hello, friend. Coastal Cabana and Magenta Madness. Isn't that gorgeous? Alrighty. Now, let's move on to our next one and see what we have. Let me grab my next box for you. Alrighty. This time, we're gonna play with Feels Like Home and the Beautifully Penned. So I've got my basic white card base, a piece of my black and white paper, a scallop oval, and my layer. Now, let's fold that one in half for our card base. And this is just a, where'd my bone folder go? There it is. This is a very, very simple, because this is my Just Cards class. So this would be for my new folks or those who need some quick and simple cards. So I've got a layer of the beautifully penned, and I'm just going to attach that to my card base. And then I took this piece and my scene, and what I wanted to do was use basic gray. I didn't want it to be really stark black. I just wanted it to be a soft muted, because this one is not real black. It's kind of a grayish, blackish gray tones. So I've got my basic gray, and I'm going to stamp my scene. And I'm going to go a little bit up. No, I'm going to go down and to the right. So I am not centering it exactly, because I'm going to put my sentiment down here in the bottom corner. There we go. Now you absolutely could color this, but I was trying to stick with the shades of gray and black. Now I am missing my black ink. I'll find it here in a sec. So I can go ahead and attach this to my black layer. And I thought one thing, a couple of the girls said they were going to take it home and color it because they thought it would be pretty colored. I did think you could maybe color that door and just do it like a little bit red, just to really add a pop of color. That would totally work. So I've got a piece of scrap paper here and our sentiment and the double scallop oval. So I did black. Let me get a thinner piece so I don't have so much waste. I did my sentiment in black just because I thought that made it pop out a little bit more. Your friendship feels like home to me. That's such a nice little saying. We're gonna punch that out. Add it to our scallop oval. Hello, friends who are just coming on. Hopefully you're having a good evening. It's a beautiful day here in Pennsylvania. Alrighty, next let's glue this one down. And then I'll put on that sentiment with some dimensionals. And we have just such a pretty 50 Shades of Gray card. I'm thinking and trying to talk at the same time. It's obviously not going very well. I love black and white. I probably have said this before, but my wedding was black and white. I just love it. I think it's, and then add a pop of color somewhere. Super, super pretty. So there we go. There's our next card. So simple. And like I said, if you wanted to add color, you totally could, but you could just leave it nice and simple with the black and white. So there we go. That is Feels Like Home, another Saleabration freebie. All right, let's see what else we have. I'm almost done. I told you this class was easy peasy mac and cheesy. No doubt about it. All right, this one is using the one I told you I fell in love with, the Delicate Dahlias. Love this one. And again, another so simple card. But you can always doctor them up, you know, if you want ribbon, if you want bling, whatever you want. It's all about you. So I have got Highland Heather this evening. Fold that in half. That'll be our card base. And then, of course, I have some white for the inside. I'll just tuck that there because I'm going to stamp on this smaller piece right here. Now, I should have a teeny little strip, and I didn't. There it is. It was hiding in the envelope. All right, so I'm going to grab this detail stamp. So this one is a two-step, right? So these two go together, but I'm only going to use this one right now. You could use this one by itself, or you could add, and you can layer them together. So it would be a two-step. This would be the detail over top of this one, but I'm just going simple tonight. Color choices are Blushing Bride, Pool Party, and Highland Heather. So I'm going to start with my light, and I'm going to stamp a couple cascading flowers. So we've got one here, and they're just falling down my card. When you do this multiple step stamping, I encourage you to stamp off your paper. So try not to look like everything's all squished onto the piece. Let it flow. Let it flow off the page. You can always go back and add in more flowers if you need to. All right, so we got one down here. And we're gonna clean and go with the Highland Heather. So only a couple more weeks to grab these celebrations. So Delicate Dahlias is a $100 value, so it's a big ticket item. So when you have a purchase of $100, you can pick this one for absolutely free. All right, so there we have our purples coming in. There we go. I told you guys, how easy. Okay, you just got here and I'm almost done, girlfriend. But that's okay. You can always go back and re-watch. All right, now I need a piece, or I need this basic, or not basic black, Memento black, and I'm going to stamp my sentiment on here. And I made it bigger than I need to, and I'm just going to trim it down a little bit. Because that is a smidge crooked, and I don't like that. Oh, sometimes I'm just too picky. Much better. 2 sides to every piece of paper, right, kids? All right, so let's go ahead and trim this down. I'm just going to snip it off. Get this out of the way. All right, so we can add this to our card base. There we are. So which one was your favorite tonight? I know lots of my in-person people like to decide, sit down and decide amongst themselves. Which card was your favorite? All right, let's add some dimensionals onto this one. And then we have one final step. There we go. Beautiful. So you know what this one needs, right? Everything's better with bling. So let's add a couple of our pretty pastels, our pastel pearls. Oh, it's stuck to my finger now. Let go of it, picker tool. Oh, he left his booger on the end. No problem, Kay. You come on back whenever you want. I'll be here. All right, guys, that is it for Just Cards class. So I hope you guys enjoy sometimes seeing nice, simple, and quick cards, because we need that sometimes. I also love the sentiments that came in this one, and one that I'm needing a lot. I need a lot of thank you cards all the time, and I also need sympathy cards, and this just makes a beautiful sympathy card. So you could change right here, put sympathy, or you could stamp it literally right on the card. So there is card number 3, card number 2, and there was card number 1. All using our items from Saleabration. You love all 3 of them? Thanks, guys. They're so different, right? They're all so different. But again, I just love sometimes the simplicity of quick, easy peasy lemon squeezy cards. All right, my friends, thank you guys so much for joining me this evening, taking a little time out of your busy evening to hang out with me for Just Cards Virtual. If you're a local folk, you can put it on your calendar because I do first Tuesday of every month, we have a class in person. So I'm working on keeping the studio open. We're just being careful. So I have 2 sessions so that I just have very small groups coming in each session. And then I come on and I'll showcase those cards live for you guys as well. So don't forget, just a couple more weeks yet to work with or to have left of Saleabration. You guys can hop on over to my online store and you can order anytime. Actually, I have a couple kits. Now remember, when I have kits, they cannot be stamped. That's Stampin' Up rules. But I do have things that are all prepped and ready. I have a couple of those. So if anyone has a $30 order using this host code by Monday, September 13th, I will include a packet for you, and then you can create those gorgeous cards on your own. All right, so if you have a $30 order by Monday, September 13th, and you use this host code in my online store, I have a free packet of just cards for you. So you get all 3 of these cards, 2 of each card, including the envelopes. Okay, kids, thanks again for joining me. It was great to see you, and come on back because I will be back here live next Wednesday at 10 a.m. Have a great evening, friends.